Alright, so what's your prediction for tonight? How many people we got in here? We got, what, 7 running?
Oh, no, spare. All right, so I'm gonna tell you, LT Microfly, he's gonna lap somebody. Beyondy's already out, retired.
Beyondy's already retired?
I guess. Let's see, Microfly, Sparrow, he's gonna be first place. He's gonna end up lapping somebody. Ken X2 Twin is gonna end up being really close, or crash into somebody. What happened?
I don't want to talk about that.
You're gonna end up being seventh.
Oh my god. Yo, I'm not familiar with this track. I hit a wall, lose the other.
It's all good. Being last is probably what you're gonna want to do on this first turn.
God.
You said the Williams is out running?
Both
yeah.
Williams. Both Williams, both Taz are out. The only person in pit is Ken X2 Twins and beyond, technically.
Yeah.
Okay, Microfly is into a wall. Microfly is missing his entire front row.
Ooh, that's kind of a rough start just for qualifying here. But I mean, he does still have a lot of time to make it up.
And there's another person, alright.
Who else just ate a wall?
Has, the other has. And he just took out part of his teammate. Oh, never mind. His teammate's still in the full front line. Are you on controller or keyboard and mouse?
I'm keyboard and mouse, but I can pull the controller really quick.
No, I was going to tell you, because if you go on controller, I can tell you all the ways to how to just easily switch from cinematic players and switch from cinematic to cockpit.
Right bumper.
And yeah. Alright, so we have 3 people out. 2 minutes in. Monaco is a terrible. Yeah.
No, Monaco's not that bad. It should be fun.
You missed it. Oh, you didn't miss it. Everybody missed it, technically. We had a staff battle. So when we did Miami, people like kept lacking it out and crashing, so we just like set it as whoever like qualifying places. And one of our staff members who ever said what were the places for Miami, like, oh, everybody kept crashing, we have to get off. So we just set it as like qualifying point. And he got so angry, like, you know what, I'm done with this, I can't deal with this anymore.
Huh.
You're idiots, you guys can't race because you guys have to get off.
That's no fun. While we're running through qualifying, let me tab over here. Oh, I can't tab on my PC very easily. There we go. And, well, let's look at the standings so far. I mean, right now, the World Constructors Championship being just stormed through by the Red Bulls. We got Williams, though, making a decent impact right up behind him at 81.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Bolt, Williams just got its second driver. Well, not just got but his second driver just started racing, and it's been recent for both Red Bulls to be racing recently.
I was gonna say, Blue Napoleon right now, him and Microfly. I think that should be a little bit of a challenge to watch. I don't think Blue is here, though, is he? No.
No, Blue is not here. So is We Love Miles. We Love Miles is actually on a 2-race penalty for several complaints for purposely crashing, so he will miss this race and the next one.
Well, hey, you always gotta have Plan C ready to go whenever you need it.
Yeah, so.
All right.
So that's definitely gonna just knock him out of contenders for champion, because of how dominant Microfly and Blue Napoleon are currently in the championship.
I would say right now, I think it's Microfly's chance to kind of, put himself into that I'm the full forward. No one can come up, no one can catch me now.
Yeah, and that's really what he's been doing in these last races. He's been really lapping people. He's been doing really good, and from the last race, it was really just probably not going to be lapping really good.
Well, what are the odds we get another safety car here tonight?
I would say 100% there's at least more than 2.
Well, that's not a bad idea then. Microfly is running through setting his time right now. Honestly, pretty quick.
Yeah, he was saying in past races specifically Japan that got moved for Monaco, or got moved instead of Monaco. He was saying how fast he was on. Oh, and it does look like it's raining in qualifying now.
Rain in quali is a horrible thing.
Yeah, he was saying how he's spectacular, and instead of 1.8 a 108 on Monaco. So we'll have to see how that goes, especially with this rain right now.
Well, both Williams are now out running this track. Young EJ is just a little bit behind his, like, I don't want to say competitor, but I guess his partner in crime here. Do you think dirty air would be affecting his times at all, or do you think it's just a little bit slow in that hairpin?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, yeah.
Yeah?
I feel like that hairpin's just difficult for everybody, really. A lot of this stuff, especially for Flip, as we were talking about, or just anybody really, aren't as really mastered as Monaco as Sparrow says he is, and it's going to be rough for Sparrow, especially now since his first couple laps of qualifying in the rain. Well, when he first started his distance, he lost his entire front lane.
Oh, well, that puts him down for a little while. Are we waiting on Beyond You, Flip, and Demon to still pull out for their qualifying, correct?
Beyond You, Flip, and Demon are out.
Oh, they are out.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. I thought EJ was taking out Raptor there.
That was scary. I saw that.
My heart just grabbed.
I was switching over and I was on cinematic mode and I see EJ just run through Raptor, and I'm surprised. I don't know how that didn't crash, or I don't know how that didn't take either of them out, really.
Well, I think he had that little bit of a safety barrier from him coming out of pit lane that just bought him the time he needed.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Micro is in the pits now, coming out. Micro is coming out.
Well, I mean, it is only qualifying, but there is a nice little battle already between this Haas and Williams car.
I mean,
Also,
oh, young EJ.
Yeah, young EJ.
Well, we're gonna see if EJ can set a faster time right here and possibly overtake his teammate in time. His teammate is about 4 seconds ahead, 4.3 seconds ahead, so we'll see if he can do it. Ooh, hits a little bit of that barrier there, a little slow on this corner coming up.
Well, if I'm Raptor, for qual 1, I hate to be that guy, I'm calling it here. Even if you don't finish up, you're still gonna sit top of pole.
Yeah, Scott, and what?
I'm just here.
What's the matter, Scott? Well, you're gonna be fourth on the grid anyways. We have 3 people that crashed, so
Yep.
there's nothing really much to complain about.
Oh! Did I see contact?
Looks like there was a little bit of contact between Raptor and the Haas and young EJ and the Williams.
Cat, it's gonna fetch when we start the race, and if not, we can restart it, and I'll just send qualifying as it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty
how much time
I
is left
have
in qualifying?
7.
7 minutes. 7 to 10.
Okay, yeah, it says after. Okay. So once it ends, we'll just put it at 54, right?
Yeah, well, you will be P4 because 3 people crashed.
Cause yeah, everybody DNF.
Back to B6.
Oh! Big crash there from Raptor into a wall.
Jesus Christ,
Wait,
Raptor
really?
just ate.
Dude, he just ate that wall. I don't think there's any
Did you see
damage though.
damage?
No,
BC
front wing's
side,
still intact.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'll do that.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
What about the? I don't see any damage. I can't believe he survived that.
Dude,
If,
these Haas gotta be made out of solid steel. I mean, they move like bricks, but they can take a hit.
Yeah, and a hit they can take. That was massive.
Wait, yo, how did the other guys DNF?
Crashing
Never-
repeatedly.
Yeah, crash.
Dang. Alright, thank y'all. I'll be going
Yep.
now. Y'all have fun.
We'll see ya.
And that is just amazing, and that is pure luck by Raptor, hitting his back rear, his back
Ooh.
right, and then hitting his front left just to even him out right there on those turns.
Well, he is trying to run for a hot lap. You can see his tune-up set down there. He's doing everything he can to shave those precious milliseconds off. I mean, I think he's going to keep number 1 here.
Yeah, I think so, especially because we're coming down to the last couple minutes. It does look like it's raining a little bit more now, and if Micro comes out any later now and it's raining even more heavily, it's just not going to work out, and he might even lose time to DJ. We're going to see right now if Raptor can set an even faster time.
Well, he's at that 114, hot lap ready, overtake going now, burning battery every chance he gets. I mean, that's the speed play. You got to keep these straights wide open. Monaco is the temple of speed for those of you who are just now tuning in to learn some F1. And right here, but the slowest point I think of this entire race is this little bit of a hairpin down through.
Yeah, right?
Extremely slow from Sector 1 into Sector 2.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt there, but yeah, right here is definitely going to be the time where you're going to want to try to hit this corner just a little bit faster to get that time because, well, as this rain is going to pick up, it's just going to be harder and harder to hit those hairpins. So the faster that you do it, the cleaner that you do it, the faster your time's going to be.
Well, he's moving through the chicane. I believe he is up a little bit on time already from where he was originally. I don't think he's beaten that 114. He is giving everything he's got to it, and it's going to be close, dude. He may shave a second off. Spinning out just a little bit, though. Traction not in his favor.
And it looks like both Williams are coming out, and it's going to be rough for them. As I can see, they're both on... it's going to be rough for EJ. EJ on the soft, Microfly on the intermediates. I wonder how those intermediates are going to play if it gets even worse in the rain.
Well, I got a feeling Microfly made the right choice here if the rain continues to hammer down the way it's been. The track is looking a little bit wet. Maybe not quite the conditions that would, in turn needing those more wet tires, but the softs may start to struggle here shortly. Only really time will tell on Micro.
On that final turn right there, we're going to see how the softs play out the rain. And it looks like Theo is hitting what do you call it? Sorry, the hairpin really well, better than last time. He's gonna hit this turn. No spin out.
He is up on time from last. I believe if he comes out of this tunnel before 50, he is faster than he was last time. Has about 4 seconds on his last run.
Yeah, I was about to say he's got about 4 seconds under his belt, and if he can do it, if he hits a 110, I think we know he's gonna dominate this race right here, especially if it's more rain.
Well, I was saying that's with him on softs. I mean, not the grippiest solution for this weather. Crash Sector 2, I believe. There is somebody out of the race.
That is young EJ, and as I said, the softs are not going to come in well right now. Yep. Dio coming in for his pit, and it's probably best to do that.
Well, we may see an early end to Quali 1.
I wonder if he's going to stay in there, if he's going to change to intermediates. We'll see. Micro currently trying to set a new lap time right now, only about 4 tenths below Theo.
He actually comes out of that end of the tunnel there, I believe slightly around the same time, within a millisecond or two. But still, every little bit matters here.
Yes, especially coming down these turns where it's going to slow you down depending on how hard we're going to hit these turns, especially when it's raining like this. Even though Sparrow is on the intermediates, we know that they don't help that much, especially on these turns if it rains really bad. So we'll see how fast he sets his time right here. Well,
there was a touch of contact with that wall. No damage so far on the car, at least. But he is having to slow everything down. I think they may be trying to pit it out and call it the end of this one, man.
Yeah, I would call that the safe play, especially because if it looks like it is, if it's gonna rain even worse, intermediates are not even gonna save you on those last hairpin turns, and just everything really. Those intermediates are not gonna save you.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a very interesting race, I think. We have Sparrow in here in the Williams. How you doing, Sparrow?
Hi. Well, starting to regret my decision of winning Monaco.
You are?
Why?
I don't know why. I fell off.
No.
Yeah. Yes, it was his decision. He's a very big Monaco enthusiast.
I mean, hey, Monaco's a good race. I'm not knocking it.
also
And I wouldn't say that
my-
you fell off. You're only about 4 tenths behind Theo, and then let's see. And we're gonna see if it does still, and then we're gonna see if it rains in the actual race. And if it does, I can assure you, I think we're gonna have a lot of DNFs.
Well, if this also rains, then that's gonna be good for me. Because, dude, whenever he put in his lap time, it wasn't raining, or it was like very light on the track surface. When I put my lap in, it was already wet, and I couldn't take another lap.
I see. So
Well,
you think if it rains more, it will be better for you, and Raptor will not do as good.
I'm really good at handling.
I see. Well, coming down to our last seconds, we're gonna ask you that you head back to Williams, and we'll see you on the track, man.
Are you gonna join my VC at all?
No,
Oh, damn.
I have a commentator now.
Damn.
All right, fastest is Raptor. Coming. DNF, 4 DNFs.
man, there's a lot of people wrecking out here.
Yeah, and well, it does look like it might rain for this race, so we'll see how it works for the people who will DNF out dry. So we might have more, we might have less, and as we could see, we didn't get to see Ken put any time in. He will start 4th. We will see how that will affect him, especially because he did really get no practice, and well, we don't know what he looks like on this track.
Well, it's all going to come down to how they perform. Missing quality because of wrecks is always a major pain in the backside. So, because you don't get the feel of that track, I mean, it's Monaco. Everybody knows it. We've all, simmed it 1,000 times, but how it is whenever you're actually in there in that moment, sucks a little bit.
And it looks like it's going to be a bad day for Sparrow, and it looks like it's going to be a good day for Raptor. It is not raining anymore.
Well, the lack of rain, hopefully, boosts that confidence a little bit. Maybe we will see Raptor lay a faster time than we did in qualifying.
And if this is true, this will be our first race of the season where Sparrow is not first place.
Well, one can hope and one can dream. I'm hoping to see some champions be dethroned.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping to see. We have a couple more races. That our first season ends in January. I'm hoping to see maybe a Haas championship.
I think
the winners of the championship do get a $20 Visa gift card, so maybe that will set some motivation for the racers.
I mean, one can only hope. A $20 little bit of money is always amazing. It is lights out, and they are rocking.
We're gonna see this first turn right here. Any crashes?
No big ones yet, no. We do have Demon in the Haas pulling a nice overtake. EJ getting into a fight here with Flip. Wheels bouncing, they managed to keep him straight. But there was a lot of love taps. Prepping up, we have
trying to go on the outside, trying to get a lunge, but he does not get it. He's gonna go on this. He's gonna go. Ooh, he's gonna get a. Oh, never mind. That was a really good turn on that hairpin coming out. 10.6 seconds behind Ferrari. We know that we did not get to see time from him. It seems that he stopped all the way to the bottom from 4th.
Well, that's Sun being in the positions it's at. As soon as you come out of that tunnel, you are basically blinded here. Micro is making some good pushes up in that Williams, trying to catch up to Raptor, but Raptor just letting it eat every chance he gets. Full throttle, untouchable, and these two have broken away from that pack by a mile. Little bit of a wall tap here from Demon. He is still up at least, but he is now out. That is a bad one.
Higher front wing. He's gonna have Ken crash into him. Ken's gonna lose his position again.
Man.
Demon is gonna be behind the pack, and this will be his race.
Well, hey, from last to first is always a possibility in F1, especially if there's a couple big crashes and a safety car away. It's always a good possibility. We do have Microfly. I believe he set the fastest for Sector 1 right there, and he is gaining on Raptor as much as he can. Raptor doing beautiful for the defense. And I'm thinking, you thinking 1-stop or 2-stop strategy today for these guys?
I'm thinking, depending on if we do see the rain coming in later like we did qualifying, I'm thinking it's going to be a one-stop depending on how hard they wear their tires. Especially with Michael fighting so hard with Theo here, I'm seeing how hard he's going to wear on his tires, hitting these turns and going fast right here.
Ooh.
Flip and EJ fighting over her. Oh! We have
Bad crash!
Flip losing a bit of his front wing. This will be a big opportunity for Ferrari to overtake.
Yeah, it was a nasty fight, and the front wing is now completely gone off of that Red Bull from Flip. Sector 3 caution.
Be a hard race for Flip. He might have to pit. He might just have to pit.
Oh, Microfly.
23.5 seconds behind after that pit.
Microfly lost his front wing.
Race.
A love tap from Raptor brake checking him. Microfly lost that, I believe, front right stick up on his wing. He did just set the fastest track time. He was gaining hard on the Haas, and now he just has very little hope, but there is a VSC. Hopefully going to bring this pack back together a little bit.
A little bit of a love tap again, maybe a possibly purposeful brake check here. We see that Ferrari is out. Ferrari has DNF'd.
Did anybody see what happened to the Ferrari? Where'd he go?
I think he crashed up on a sector on the sector right here coming up.
That's always a bad one.
Yeah, he was obviously having that fight with X2. He was.
And there's a time penalty.
Yeah, Flip's gonna get a drive-through penalty for speeding during a virtual safety car. That's gonna bring X2 Twins Ken up a place now, bringing him up to fourth where he began. Only about 4 seconds behind young EJ.
Microfly spun out, turn 1 of sector 3, just before like that long straight going around. He lost so much speed, so much time now, over 6 seconds behind Raptor, and I think Raptor now has pretty much a free, easy race ahead of him. Nobody really to contest him. He doesn't have to worry about that DRS advantage.
Yeah, as long as Raptors don't crash or anything too big where he has to pit for a long time and no penalties, yeah, this will be a Raptors race right here.
Well, we do have Flip stuck here in that pit lane. Coming out now, he and Demon are gonna have a good fight on their hands. This is almost gonna be more interesting than the rest of the race. These two guys are close. We do see Demon ripping out of there. Here comes the Red Bull, but now there's a corner in between. The V-Carb, though, of Twin, him and Young EJ are probably the closest two in this race to one another. Should be another good spot of contention. At least fight for, that pole position.
And it seems Ken is drive throughable. I wonder what's happening with his car right now.
I'm not sure. I know he was. I don't know. I don't know if he got into a wreck or not.
Yeah, well, he was side by side with Ferrari. I know they were battling with Ferrari crashed. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Oh, could be.
Well,
now,
it seems X2 Twins is getting major time, gained about almost 2 seconds in about the last 30 seconds.
well, it's a big numbers game. He's picking it up slowly. Demon, though, 20 seconds behind the whole rest of the pack. And that split from second down to third is over 10. I mean, these drivers, these last, I guess everybody behind first and second are just trying to grasp at whatever they can. First and second is going to be a battle in and of itself. Meanwhile, the rest of the packs they're lagging behind, need to get the boot going.
Yeah, kind of losing about 5.5 seconds here. It might be just going down depending on if he did get damage from that little thing with Ferrari earlier. And it seems like he does have some type of damage. He's lost about a second now. Young EJ also losing about 1.7 seconds behind. It looks like the closest battle that we'll have is either Twins and EJ or Microfly and Raptor.
I think the V-Carb, no, the front wing is fine. I thought I seen front wing damage on it, but there is nothing for X2.
Interesting. It does seem like X2 Twins is now gaining time, and it seems like he's getting a lot of time, especially through these last couple turns. Well, because we saw earlier, EJ did. No, EJ wasn't one. Okay. But we did see EJ crash in qualifying, or not crash, but hit his bumper a little bit on those last couple turns. So maybe that will be where X2 Twins can certainly pick up the pace and gain a lot of time there.
He does have it in him to get up to there. Looking now, though, we do have everybody off the softs going hard to mediums. And, I mean, Microflies are starting to age out a little bit. He does have time on his advantage now, setting one of the fastest laps for this race. But on those medium compounds, it's a question of how long he can actually drag these things out and let them survive.
Yeah, Ferrari down 3 places from the start. He was 4th, and now he's crashed, so he's gonna be 7th. Flip down 1 place. He started 5th. Now he's 6th. Demon up 2 places. Started 7th. Now 5th. X2 Twin started 6th, and now he's 4th.
But for the most part, these top 3 positions have yet to adjust themselves.
Yeah, it seems that Demon and Mateo both have 1 stop after hitting their front wing and having the stage grip, so maybe that will make them. Well, obviously, it was the first 2 laps, so it's not going to do anything crazy to the tires. But we know how fast their tires can wear on these turns, so maybe they might lead the pack and not have to. Maybe they would most likely have to do a 2-stop. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, after that front wing damage, it's definitely going to change you into that more 2-stop strategy. I think, once we hit like 10 or 13 laps, expect to start seeing pit crews coming out of the garages, prepping the tire guns, because these things really do not last all that long for this race.
Yeah, especially on those last couple turns, this race is going to be hard, especially for, well, it seems like the people that obviously crashed, as we saw, Ferrari crashed in qualifying and is now out of this race. And he will not be getting points. We do have a policy where if you crash, if you race for more than half of the race, but you DNF, you still gain wherever place you drop into, unless it's below 10th place. But he did not. He raced not even for 5 laps, so he will not be getting any points at all. That is 0 points for him.
Let's say I believe he went out in lap 3 of this race.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be major for Ferrari in general, especially because he has no second driver, or at least no second driver driving right now. Yes, Scott? I mean, you're not in the race. Oh, that's why it's a ghost car.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't worry, your ghost car is still holding very well, keeping you in 4th position.
I was trying to say something the whole time, but it, like, didn't move on.
Yeah, Demon has. I don't think Demon has damage, but Demon has hit it, so has Sledge. He's gonna end up in 4th position unless your bot doesn't hit for you.
Or the bot just nails a wall. I mean, that's still a possibility.
I think the bot. It's a primary, yeah.
What?
He might hit a wall.
There's a good possibility.
The bot,
I don't know, he's making good time. Flip, getting aggressive in that Red Bull, trying to take up, at least make up some positions. And right there, we see him slide it out, meet the wall just a little bit, but keep himself straight enough to go on. Not a whole lot of wrecks here. And we do see now Microfly pulling pit.
Microfly pitting, and it looks like Theo's not going to. He's going to keep pushing, and he's going to end up pitting Flip. Or not pitting, lapping Flip soon.
Let me just swap that back to the interval. There we go. Ah. Dude, I love the sounds of these cars. Oh.
I apologize, my headset sounds when I disconnect, I get Discord and reconnect.
You're all good, you're all good. Honestly, fairly decent race so far.
He is going to get a 3-second penalty. Once he hits, it looks like this is going to be a micro race right here.
I mean, it could go Micro's direction. However, he has that 20-second advantage to him, or 27-second advantage. What is it? 24 is your average pit time. Raptor could get in there, out before Fly can even make it towards him.
Raptor's still not pitting. I wonder if Micro has some damage that he has to pit for, and it looks like on that final turn that I saw some smoke, maybe Flip's brakes locked up. It seems that he's lost a second or two.
I believe Micro's pit was due to the 10-lap old medium compounds that he were on.
Ah, okay.
And it looks like there's
Yeah,
going to be a
so
battle
EJ's,
for third.
We have 4 people on hard, 2 people on medium. Flip medium are 5 laps old. Demon 7 laps. Dio currently on 9 laps old hard. This is going to be a difficult race for him, especially if people are going to come up. Especially if the time advantage from having 2 hotter tires from Michael.
Well, if Raptor can just hold it out a little bit longer, not lose any second. As soon as you know you're starting to drop time, you've got to hit that pit lane. I mean, he is lost about a half second so far to Microfly. I'm going to anticipate a pit up soon. However, he wants to try and drag these hards out as long as he can. That way he can jump on those softs and keep them while they're at their peak and starting to degrade before he loses any time at the end of this race. And we might be seeing Flip be lapped here soon. Expect some blue lights. You're all good.
Yeah, Flip has lost about 4 seconds now. I wonder if something's happened to him.
That Red Bull does seem to be struggling quite a bit, especially through all the turns. The straight stretches, it's not gathering quite the speed that you'd anticipate from him. And that Haas is just charging up fast on him. I mean, a consistently fast rate of speed. However, he is losing a ton of time, though, to the Williams of Microfly. Now, you can't really tell it on the map, but there is timing there.
Flip looks like his brakes are just locking up on every turn right now. I wonder what's happening. There's a lot of smoke happening here.
I know he's trying to pull fast into these corners. He may just be overdoing it and locking them brakes up himself, trying to slow himself down to make a corner.
Yeah, Dio's really pushing it right now, but he has lost about 3 seconds. If he pits, he will be overtaken now. He's really just overdoing it now. I'm not kidding. His pit strategy is very strange. His tires are very old compared to Micro. Micro, especially now hit on the hard, we're going to be able to top out this entire race.
I think the best option now for Raptor is pit as soon as possible. Get yourself onto maybe a set of softs, maybe a set of mediums. I'd almost rather go soft here. There's not that many laps left. And the blue lights are out for Flip to let the Haas go around, but he does not seem to be listening. And Demon has gotten another warning. There goes the...
I wonder if we got any damage for that.
I believe that was just a gentle little love tap as he was trying to let Raptor out around him. Raptor, now that he's got wide open air in front of him, is just letting that thing fly. However, Micro only 21 seconds behind. He is now out of that safe pit window. It will be a fight for first to second depending on how this goes. Caution out as we see Flip eat a wall. He is down with a Red Bull.
And it looks like it's going to be a virtual safety car once again. 2 people out of this race. 2 people.
If I'm Raptor, I'm pitting, and then we see him bait the pit switch. Stays out a little bit longer.
That is going to be a terrible decision by him, especially with his virtual safety car. He's going to lose a lot of pace now. Or actually, maybe not. He's getting about 3 seconds ahead of Micro. Never mind. Micro getting all that time back now, just in a couple turns.
I'll say, whenever you're that guy out in front with being reduced to about 40% power, it's a little bit rough to put time in between you and everybody else. So you're better off to use this as your pit interval because it extends the timeout for them. You know, you don't need to have that full 28 seconds for safety. You can maybe get away with a 20-second behind. They're not going to be hard charging to gain you quite as much. However, now that we're down to 20, he has to pit. I mean, I understand him not wanting to, but these tires are degraded to a point they're going to be useless. And Demon now, 10 laps old onto his mediums, is just not much better.
I'm sure he will end up pitting under this virtual safety car again with people under such stress of the speed. And it's looking like if Theo does pit, not Theo, if Raptor does continue, if Raptor continues to do this, another drive-through penalty for Micro. Oh my God, this is Raptor's time to pit right now, and if he doesn't, then he's just ruining it for himself.
Well, he drives by it.
And he doesn't.
I'm wondering what this guy is doing at this point. I mean, the signs are on the wall of pitting, but I'm not going to knock it. There's a team strategy involved. There may be some miscommunications between him and the wall, but he needs to get off of those hards, swap to something a little bit faster, start making up a lot more time. Right now, we do have X2 making a hard push up onto young EJ. EJ just managing to keep that Williams in check and out ahead, though.
Yeah, we have to remember that this is a ghost car, so I wonder what's going to happen here.
Well, I got a feeling if EJ goes in for this pit, this ghost car should stay out. That is kind of the play I would be leaning towards. Buy yourself some time, get some position. However, this ghost car, he is also running on 13-lap-old hards. Not the worst thing in the books, but definitely not the best.
Yeah, and as we saw with Flip DNFing and on lap 12, he will not get any points either, since that if this race was 24 laps and that would have been happening, he would have been right on the marker to get the points, but sadly he's not. So that is 2 DNFs without points here.
That right there is a darn shame. I mean, that could have put, you know, at least a little bit on the board, especially looking at that Ferrari team. Beyond just pushed out of points, that would have been, I believe, some of their first of the season, but not able to bring it into fruition.
And now with both Red Bulls technically not racing, since Flip is DNF and Blue is not here, that is just going to immensely help Williams with the Constructors and regular championship here.
For this Constructors Championship, which, I mean, I know we see Red Bull, they are being pretty much single-handedly held up on the shoulders there of Napoleon.
Oh my god. EJ into the wall.
EJ into the wall?
EJ into the wall. He hit a part of his left wing now. I'm not sure it's fully off, but it is damaged. It's slowing down very much. This
I was
might
like,
be a chance for Demon. We see Demon pushing really hard over here. This might be a chance for him to overtake.
so it looks like he was struggling there a little bit, trying to get himself now back up to speed. You can actually hear that wing scraping on the ground as he comes past.
Yeah, it's going to be rough for him. He's definitely going to lose a lot of time, and this might be a chance for Demon to go to move up to fourth now. As we know, Demon is on old mediums, though, so he will have to pit soon, so we'll see how that works out with EJ.
Well, Raptor finally going into pit. Maybe his strategy was to let Micro wear his hards out a little bit. We've seen a massive interval put on between them, almost 30 seconds. I just don't think Micro's going to have the speed through here, although he is setting some pace, but he will not be able to catch back up. I think Raptor may get the better pit stop. It's down to that pit crew of how fast they're able to go. Raptor is now back out.
Raptor's just going to come out as soon as he's going to come out as soon as he touches his lap time, and we're just going to, yeah, it's going to be hard for Micro.
Well, Micro now owns the fastest time of Sector 3. He can see the back end of Raptor's car. Raptor is praying for that first. Would this be Raptor's first #1 position final? You said Sparrow owned all of them. That would be Microfly?
Yeah, Sparrow's owned all of them. So if Raptor does this might ruin Sparrow's confidence here, and it's going to be big, especially for Haas in general, with both Haas racing, but both Williams are racing as well. But we see Williams and Kaz coming into the pit lane.
Demon is his time to make a move. He pulls it up the fourth past the pit lane. He is hard charging up towards X2. However, Demon on those 14-lap-old mediums, I mean, those things should be degraded and halfway gone by now.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, especially with EJ just coming out now. We'll see if he can catch up, or will not catch up on how fast he can catch up to Demon, and if Demon's mediums are really going to just wear him out here.
I don't think he's going to be able to get the pace up to keep himself that far above EJ. I think EJ, no matter how he plays this out, you still have 10 laps left in that race. Those mediums are good for maybe another, 3 laps, I'd say, before they start putting such a time penalty on you. I think EJ's going to pull himself back up to fourth here, just off the numbers game alone.
And as we see, Micro talks about spot 4 here, and maybe that was Raptor's decision to just absolutely wear out Micro's, hold on.
Yeah, he's wearing out that timer, and EJ is out of the race. Did not see how it happened. We are now under a safety car. EJ, not even a lap on the new tire compound. He goes down. That cements Demon up at least for 4th. He's just going to use this free position for points. Go in, get the easy tire change. Screw it, I'd throw on some softs. You're 40 seconds behind the 3rd position now. That is X2. X2 is allowed to go around that safety car. And he's going to be maybe trying to make a push forward. Safety car just waiting at the start of Sector 1.
You see Micro getting some time and just absolutely losing it again. This is the farthest he's been now after the pit from Raptor. We're gonna see if it just keeps getting worse and worse under the safety car, and it seems that it might.
Oh, Demon was ready to go for that safety car, but I believe the safety car is here waiting for Raptor and them to make their way around, and they are now stuck in behind. We're going to see a good battle out here between Micro and Raptor following this safety car. It is giving some time now for everybody else behind. That is X2 and the Racing Bulls, Demon in the Haas, to hopefully make a play to catch up. However, Demon, the safety car is hot on his heels. I don't think he's going to be able to make the forward push. But X2, hard charging through the Sector 3. Little, I don't want to call it a hairpin down there. But he is coming up now fast past the starting lane. He may be able to catch up to that safety car and make the 1st, 2nd, 3rd a battle for the ages.
Yeah, we're going to see on how much... Oh, we're going to see on how much longer this circle's...
So VSC still, or not VSC's, normal safety car is still out. You can tell Raptor is ready for this thing to get out of his way. He wants to launch out of here. He's got Micro still on his 6, holding tight. But we do see X2 making up a lot of time. He started this at, I believe, like 42 or 43 seconds behind. Now only a 29-second interval to try and catch up. Safety car should be leaving here momentarily. And it's going to be maybe a little bit rough for 3rd to make a play to 2nd. But 2nd and 1st, they are hot on the heels and ready to battle this one out. It's going to be more of a game of defense than anything, though, from Raptor. He has tire advantage. Micro just lacking a little bit, trying to keep his warm, though. You see him out there getting him warmed up. Raptor not too concerned about doing that.
Yeah, the safety car's going to stay out. We see X2 Twins only about 16 seconds behind, and it may seem like still far, but as we've seen, he was at 44 seconds just a couple minutes, maybe about a minute ago. And this is big, depending on how much longer the safety car stays out. This is going to be big for the entire track, and it will let other people gain up. This is insane.
Yeah, Raptor, I mean, like I said, you know that Raptor and Micro want this battle to happen. But here comes 3rd place now. The 3 pole sitters going to be lined up 1-1-1. DRS will be a massive game changer. And I think we may see Microfly actually drop position here. He has 10 laps onto those hards. There are still 8 laps to go in this race. This is giving him a little bit of time to not wear those tires quite as hard. You don't have to be quite so aggressive. We did see him start to heat those up, though, as we were prepping towards the end of Sector 3. He thought the safety car was going to leave, so he warmed those up for practically nothing, and it may actually have costed him a lot of time and wear.
I don't know if you saw that, but oh my god, coming out just before the tunnel, Dio loses basically all of his right wing or left wing.
Which one does?
Dio, Raptor, the Haas.
Almost
all of his left wing there. That's going to be a major setback, especially with Twins and Micro right here on his tail.
I have a weird feeling we may see a Racing Bulls 1st place, because Micro still has to pit. Those tires, like they said, 10-lap-old hards, not really something that's going to be your fan favorite here. Give him maybe another 4 laps, and those things are going to be so worn out, he's going to be losing a ton of time. Raptor at this point almost has to pit to get rid of that front wing issue, but when he pits, the only person he's going to come out in front of is the DNF crew.
Yeah, and that's going to be rough, especially on this lap, and it's looking like you've been absolutely pushing it. Coming out on that first turn very well. He's going to catch up on the pack on these last turns. Sarah?
I no longer have
Yeah, you still have to go to your VC. But we do commentate it. You can't just sit in here.
Oh, I don't control my thing anymore. Oh, we're watching as the
yeah.
safety car comes around, as all cars are now lined back up, ready to start and go. There is a 3-second penalty on Raptor. There is still a 3-second penalty on Demon. And
Oh
with
my
the
God,
damage,
I totally forgot about. Yeah, and he has damage. I totally forgot about that 3-second penalty. Yeah, Raptor and both Haas's are gonna be third and fourth, and there's nothing really to say about it. Safety car in this lap, and it's good. And
oh, looks like the safety
Raptor
car is
gonna get a
gone.
10-second penalty for ignoring the yellow flag, and that's gonna ruin his race right there. That is Raptor's race right there.
Is Raptor trying to bait people to go around him? I'm not quite sure what the play there was. I mean, the good thing that we can give here is both Haas's are still playing. They're still up. They're going to gain a ton of points no matter how this one plays out. Remember, though, Raptor has to pit. X2 getting a 10-second penalty here. We do see the Racing Bull up in first. He can lose all of that almost immediately. But Microfly requiring a pit. Raptor requiring a pit. Demon in good position out to make a podium run because there is so much penalty points on for everybody else. He only has to serve 3 seconds.
Yeah, and it looks like him and Raptors had a little bit of contact. No damage seen on Demon's front wing, so it looks like, yeah, Demon's going to have a good run here, especially with two of them having to pit soon, and the penalties are it's going to be really hard for them.
Yeah, the penalties are going to stack up big. We see Raptor make an aggressive play up the middle. Wings are flying absolutely everywhere. I believe that was the Microfly losing his front. And a little bit more.
It's going to really, oh my God.
That is Demon. Demon going plan C against Micro here to keep his teammate in the lead. Just going full aggression. I'm going to slow you down. I'm going to hurt you. And it works. As we now see Micro push him behind. DRS is back enabled, so that is a little bit of advantage here. But Demon is now out of the race into the wall. Going to be finishing out for 4th place. These final 3 at each other's throat.
And it looks like Star didn't get that much damage on his front wing, so it's gonna ruin some of his downforce and his speed there, but it's gonna still keep him behind. Especially with how big especially with how much damage. Oh my God! I didn't even notice. Raptor completely missing all of his front wing.
Raptor lost his wing. He lost that coming out of this tunnel here, where we seen that first real big collision when he went for that super aggressive overtake. Sure, he sliced the pack and made it to first, but he lost all of his wing in that. His only hope now is that Micro goes in for a pit, but he still has to serve his 10-second penalty here. Micro ate another wall and manages to keep that right front wheel on.
And it seems I will be speaking to the staff later today, and as another staff member is spectating, I will speak to him if we are going to give points to Demon to see, because it did look like most of that was intentional for all that crashing, and it did really look like what you were saying. I'm gonna slow you down and take guys off. I feel like you're trying to get first, but it's not going to do much with Theo the Raptor. I think having a 16-second penalty right now and missing all of his front wing. It's gonna be, he's playing amazing defense right now, but it's not gonna matter, especially with how close Sparrow and X2 Twins are.
Well, it looks like Sparrow is sticking with that full one-stop strategy. We've seen a brake check though, as we see Raptor try and knock Sparrow out. Man, these guys are at each other's throats here. Raptor, I think he's maybe a little bit upset that he's going to be going down to 3rd here, even though he was our pole sitter through quali, our #1 guy pretty much this whole race. Now he's just kind of throwing all that out and saying, well, I got to try and do something to maybe DNF you down below me.
Yeah, and eating the barrier a little bit there, and even if that is his idea, it's not gonna work anyway. Because seeing as well, I work for the staff here for this Discord. We could totally just take away his points and do what we did with Jay.
Oh!
Completely give him a.
Both Raptor and Sparrow sliding.
Both spinning out a little bit there. Mike's going to lose about almost 2 seconds. 2-second loss. And well, as I was saying, to you guys, I am staff. We can totally take away all of Raptor's points here if we can continue to kind of make it look on purposeful, and especially with Demon, we most likely will take away all points for this, especially with how you were saying what he was doing, making it so his teammate might be able to get ahead, but it didn't do much. All it did was take away his team front wing.
Well, the loss of that front wing is definitely playing an impact here. These cars have not really been able to take advantage of these straights quite the way we were seeing them do earlier on, especially all through quali, now at the start of the race, except for the couple of DNFs. X2, his ghost spot is in good position here. He's going to land himself maybe a second place based off the penalties served by Raptor. But what is more important than just that second place push here, he could make his way up on a microfly. Micro a little bit slower than before. Again, wing damage paired up with, you know, them 16 lap old tires now. X2 though is missing his left front part of his wing.
Also, actually, plus having a 3-second penalty will do a lot for Micro if he does get overtaken and he keeps that pace really close. Micro is closing in the gap about 0.2 seconds just behind Dio. Dio's gonna lose a lot of pace on these corners. I'm surprised the handle was so well. And I wouldn't be surprised that if he does DNF, he's gonna end up taking out Sparrow. Playing really aggressive there. Oh my god!
I think he goes for the hit and misses. Gets wrecked himself. We see now Micro full push going forward. X2 stuck now behind this damaged Haas. A little bit bruised ego, a little bit bruised talent, extremely bruised car.
Yeah, and as we can see with Raptor's strategy right here, Plan C is just full combat. It's not gonna work with Kent's car comes up in the ghost car. If he drives right through it, he's not gonna be able to crash into it at all. It's gonna lead up to the bot if it crashes or hits the wall or the. And seeing as now with Micro coming up, he may have to pit, but he won't. It's gonna be the last lap coming up right now, about plus 3.5 seconds, and it looks like it's gonna be a very dominant season for Williams here with Sparrow.
Yeah, Williams have been setting off some absolute records. If only they could do this in reality, I would be quite happy. But at the end of the day, we're here for this season.
Yeah, I am wondering, when did EJ crash?
Raptor is out! Wall on corner one.
So we know our places, and it's not looking like Ken's gonna end up catching up at all. This is wow, this is a really dominant Williams season here. Williams is a luck god just on their side this season, especially with this race coming up here. Raptor getting just like, I would say he was driving mad from how hard he was like driving and with all the combat. I would say he was driving mad.
Well, there's still a chance for a Racing Bulls first place depending on what happens with Sparrow. Those walls look a little close, but it looks like he has kind of calmed himself, slowed himself, playing it smart, driving it through safe. However, I mean, X2, I'm rooting for the Racing Bulls at this point, and I hate to be that guy. It's only a 1v1. The Williams car ripping down through the chicanes at the start of Sector 3. Still up, whips the corner, and ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is the end of the race here, as the Williams will finish that line first.
Speaking of Williams here, we have Sparrow in the VC. Anything you would like to say?
So what was Demon doing?
So we're I'm gonna have a staff meeting with Flip. After this, we're probably gonna take away Raptors and Demon's points, just solely oh my God, actually Twin's gonna get driver of the day. Just solely because of it was very obvious that they were Demon was driving really dirty to try to keep his teammate in the lead and ended up taking out his full front wing.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I am happy with my position.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
kind
So
of.
Raptor and Demon, you guys are driving a little dirty. They're kind of aggressive and Demon
It was mainly no. Raptor, that final corner where I spun him, that was my fault, I think.
That's what I got.
What
I got pinned into a corner.
was Demon doing?
I got pinned into a corner. Or not pinned, pinned. And then I spun.
That was no.
Look, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna text you
I
for
don't
this race
even-
about some stuff.
I don't like to do this, but what the absolute fuck were you trying to do there on purpose? Yeah. That was the most obvious dirty driving I've possibly ever seen in my entire life.
Ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like there is a little bit of a brawl between the drivers down here in the pits.
Four.
What?
You're joking, like I got driver of the day.
No, you did, actually.
Yo, bro didn't even drive. For me and my commentator's POV, it did look like you were kind of, from what we said, you were really just kind of crashing in on purpose, saying, well, if I'm going to try to take you out to get my teammate in the lead here. And then you ended up taking out your teammate's whole front wing.
Wait,
Whoa,
Damien.
wait, what happened?
I'm gonna end the stream here. Anything you guys, you want to wish everybody goodbye?
Bye, y'all.
All right, that's bye-bye. See y'all next week for the next one.